What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to week 4 of the BnG Sports Talk podcast. I'm Burson.
And I'm still Graham.
And we're recording today on Thursday, so this is kind of like a special edition for us this week. So without further ado, let's get into it. Graham, what are we talking about today, bro?
It's Thursday, so we got to start talking about the game tonight.
Yeah.
Rams versus Seahawks. After that, we'll just talk about some of the quarterbacks in the league, who's the best. And then we'll continue on with quarterbacks, and we'll talk about Joey B versus Herbie, which we posted on Instagram today. Thank you to everybody who commented which quarterback you're taking. We'll get into it more later, but you all said Herbie, and, well, we'll get into it later.
Team Herbie.
Then we're going to talk about our fantasy league, because there's something I got to tell y'all about my man's to my right. Then we'll do some predictions for the week. We'll talk about injury news I read about this morning for Baker. It's not looking good for the Browns.
Yikes.
And, yeah, then we'll end with the best fantasy players this week like we always do. So,
Sounds
tonight's
good.
game, bro. Rams versus Seahawks.
Yep.
It should be a thriller. How you feeling about it? Who you want? Who you got? What's going on?
Yeah, this is gonna be a great game, bro. Like,
I'm hyped for it,
I've
to be
been
honest.
looking forward to Thursday this whole week.
Yeah.
Because whenever there's good football on,
And we both got players.
nice.
That's great.
We got
too.
players playing. So I have Matthew Stafford and I have Cooper Kupp.
The big one too.
And that 1-2 connection's been going crazy all year if y'all been following football.
Damn straight, bro.
So obviously I want them to win. I want them to go crazy. I don't really want to talk about them too much because you guys know how we feel about the whole jinxing thing. But I don't think I'm going to be able to stop Grant from doing that later.
All right, hold on. So let's talk about DK versus Jalen then. If we don't want to get into our players, let's talk about that, boy.
Bro, I forgot about that.
Because last year, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Jalen became his father, bro.
Jalen clamps
I swear to
DK out.
God.
Jalen clamps DK out.
He had I don't even remember the numbers, but the numbers are bad,
Bro, I remember I had DK on my team, bro, and Jalen was locking him up.
Every time, bro. 3 times last year he locked him up, and I think it's gonna be the same tonight, bro.
Bro, DK, this is the reason why I didn't keep him. This is the reason I'm happy I didn't keep him. He just doesn't it's rust. It's honestly
it is, but
rust.
at the same time, bro, I feel like just Jalen knows how to clamp DK, and I feel like DK's game did not there's no big difference in DK's game this year than last year. Did he add anything crazy new?
No, I don't think so. And at the same time, I still think it's because of rust. But at the same time,
I agree.
At the same time, I'm not taking anything from Jalen.
But no. Tell us more, bro.
Jalen Ramsey is definitely him. I think Jalen he just plays well against good receivers. I don't know. He steps up. So and they're both dogs, but Jalen Ramsey's really him, bro.
He is. So why do you think it's Russ's fault, or some of the blame's on Russ?
Because Russ has the same problem that
Kyler
has, that Kirk has.
They don't
look for their best players, bro. It doesn't make sense.
They spread the ball too much, bro. I hate it.
Yeah, they spread. Granted, Tyler Lockett's a beast, 100%. But come on,
he hasn't even been balling the last 2 weeks. Who's Russ throwing to, bro?
I really don't know, to be honest with you. Russ. First off, I don't think Russ is going to be on the Seahawks for a long time.
But you don't.
If he leaves the Seahawks, I hope he changes his ways, bro. I hope he changes his ways and starts looking for his best players. DK should be going for 2K yards.
He should be, bro.
DK is a physical specimen, bro.
He really is, bro.
Definitely got to utilize him more, Russ. But yeah, I think the Rams take this one.
Yeah, there's a storyline coming out, bro, about Chris Carson. Have you heard it?
No,
they saying he has a chronic neck injury. He was fine all week, and then a questionable tag popped up yesterday. He got a chronic neck injury. He might not play tonight. He might be out for weeks. It's just unknown, bro.
From practice?
It's unknown, bro. I can't tell you, bro. So it's as of now, now it's 5:05. Y'all are probably going to be listening to this after the game, but if you're listening before, pick up Alex Collins. I got him I got him in my other league, and he had 10 last week. He got more red zone touches than Chris Carson last week, even when Chris Carson was playing. So. And the third string is DJ Dallas, and the fourth string is Travis Homer.
DJ Dallas.
So if Carson's out, Alex should be RB2 minimum with RB1 ceiling. But
even though the Rams got that line, though,
they haven't been good against the run so far this year. They're the 20-something defense against the run. But it does fear me a little bit.
That should never make sense to me, bro.
Facts.
When I think about the Rams line, and I just think about how
they shouldn't be allowing nothing.
Yeah, to be honest.
But what's Chris Carson, man? Always hurt. And It's sad.
That's my boy, though. I remember when I had him a couple years ago, bro. He just be putting up
points. He got two issues, bro. One, he's always hurt. Two, he always fumbles the ball.
Fumbles way too much.
And but like you said, I want the Rams to win. I hope the Rams win. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think there's going to be a lot of fantasy points on the board. Hopefully. I got my boy Hendo tonight. Big Hendo. Probably my favorite running back in the league now.
Yep.
And you know what I love about Hendo?
What?
Your boy Stafford just be throwing him the ball. Bro, he had like 8 targets last week or something. These little dump offs, I love him.
Stafford is just so lovable.
He is,
He's
bro.
just so lovable.
But Cooper hates him.
I don't know what's wrong with Cooper. Coop says, I don't see anything special about him.
You know what he would say? He would say these exact words. What has he ever done? He'd be like, he hasn't made the playoffs, hasn't won a playoff.
Coop's probably the same type of dude to say Matt doesn't have any arm talent. What do y'all know about arm talent?
He'd be like, Matt's arm talent, it's alright, and his brain might be good, but what has he done?
Nah, this dude Cooper is hilarious, bro. You guys don't even know.
All right, bro. So we talking about Stafford. So let's move into top 10 quarterbacks in the league. You want to list yours off for us? Or you want me to go first, or you got it? You go first, and then I'll list mine.
So mine is in no
order. Okay,
order.
Bet.
So I got Mahomes, Lamar, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Dakota Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
All right.
Yeah, that's my 10.
I think I have pretty similar. I put mine in order, so I'm just going to read it in order because that's how it is. I got Pat number 1, Lamar number 2, Brady number 3. Even though I don't know how, but Brady number 3.
Man's 45.
Rodgers number 4. Kyler, after last week's podcast, y'all know I don't like the little guy, but I got Kyler at 5. 6, I had to go my boy Josh Allen. 7, Russ Wilson. 8, Dakota Rain Prescott. 9, Matthew Stafford. And 10, this is our difference, bro. You had Herbie as your 10th. I got the man with the hurt shoulder, Baker. And people will say there's just no way Baker's a top 10 quarterback. And you can look at his stats and I understand it all, but at the same time, it's like that boy was in the playoffs, bro. That boy's a winner. He's always been a winner. He made the Browns elite. And I don't know. I got to give credit where credit's due. And I fuck with Baker as a field general. The stats might not be there, but I think he's pretty solid, bro.
That's fair. I do. That's a solid list. I think we should definitely track it, though.
I think we should,
too.
We
should track it, see what that list is looking like at the end of the year.
And I want y'all to go in the comments or whatever platform you're watching this on. And I want you to give us your top 10 quarterbacks.
Yeah, we're trying to hear what y'all think.
And I hope y'all have the same 9. I feel like the top 9's a lock. And then, it'll be interesting to see who y'all put at 10. Based off the comments I was seeing earlier, it seems like y'all going to put Herbie, which lets us jump into our next topic of Joey B versus Herbie. And let me tell you why I wanted to discuss this, bro.
What's up?
I wanted to discuss this because, yes, Herbie's great. I will not say Herbie's not great. Herbie's great.
Yeah.
But he's getting there's this narrative that he's just so much better than Joey. I know. Look in the comment, bro. We got Princess Flower Boy, my brother. He says anyone who says Joe simply doesn't know football.
Damn.
Can you really say that? We got another comment. Herbert.
Yeah,
Herbert.
Yeah, you can't really say
another comment. Herbie without question. Another comment. Herbert easily. And it's can that be said, bro?
I feel like they're in the same tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like if you
got their stats right here.
If you swap either of them, their stats wouldn't be too different.
Pete. Last year, Herbie played 5 more games than Joey.
Got the
and
stats.
granted, his stats were a lot better than Joey's last year. Mm-hmm. But let's look at the Bengals last year, bro. Worst offensive line in the league. Yeah. No, who was there to help Joey? So I feel like you can't even look at last year. That's and right. Herbie had 5 more games to get accustomed to the league. If you give Joey 5 more games, he's going to play better in those 5 than he did in the first 5. That's just how football works. So now let's look at their stats this year, right?
Valid points.
Both have played 4 games. Both are 3-1. Both lead their division somehow. Okay, Herbie's thrown 200 more yards than Joey. They have the same amount of touchdowns, and Joey has 1 more interception. So stats are pretty similar, pretty much the same.
Yeah,
give or take.
When you look at weapons too, I still give the advantage.
That's what I'm saying. You look at weapons. The Bengals suck, bro. Their line still sucks. Their defense isn't good.
Bro, who's the Bengals coach, bro?
It's a terrible man, bro. I can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now. It's Taylor something Taylor, but he's a bad coach. And Joey's best offensive target, as good as Chase is, and you can say all you want about Chase, it's still a rookie.
Yeah, true.
And Herbie's throwing to and don't get me started on Joe Mixon, bro. They hype this guy up. Joe Mixon is nothing. Joe Mixon's not even touching Eckler, bro.
Not good.
He's not touching Eckler.
No, not in the same tier.
I just think Herbie's targets are. I think Herbie's team and targets are way better, and so I understand that. I understand the Herbie love, bro. Shoot, I love Herbie too, but all year, I won't even sit here and say one's better than the other because I can't make a decision.
I think that's exactly.
I can't make a decision,
but I'm not gonna.
But the way the media, like, I haven't seen anybody talking about Joe Burrow in the first 4 weeks.
It's because it's on.
And everybody's
Bengals,
but they're 3-1. He got the Bengals 3-1, and no one's talking about it.
I know.
He put up 27 possibly on the Steelers, which is a good defense.
Who have they played?
They played the Steelers. I was just looking at it. Hold on. They played the Steelers. They beat the Steelers. I think week 1,
Justin just has a better situation.
Week 1, they beat the Vikings. They put up 20-something on the Vikings, who the Browns could only put 14 on last week. Yeah. So, I mean, Joey's putting up points, and I think they're different quarterbacks. Herbert's more of a Patrick, I'm going to air it out and get 50-yard touchdowns, while Joey's more of like field general, I'm going to drive down the field on you. So I feel like they played, week 1, Vikings. They beat. Week 2, they lost to the Bears in a close one. That's terrible. That's proof of how bad the team is outside of him. They allowed 20 points to Andy Dalton and the Bears. Okay. Then the next week, they smoked the Steelers 24-10.
Yep.
And then this last week, they beat the Jags 24-21.
Yeah, bro.
Once again, they allowed 21 points to the Jags. Like, the defense is not good.
No, I'm in that same boat with you. I'm not really putting one above the other, to be honest with you.
I love both of them.
I think they're in the same boat. Do they play any? Do they have any games against each other?
They played last year, I want to say, because I remember there was mad hype about them playing last year.
I gotta see them again this year.
Yeah, I don't put anything in the last year. They do play this year.
Word. So
December 5th.
December 5th. We'll be talking about
everything will be answered December 5th.
Everything will be answered.
But at my brother who said anyone who says Joe simply doesn't know football. Well, I think that's a statement by someone who simply doesn't know football, bro. You can't say that shit. And Joey needs his respect because he's not getting any. Herbie, and you also want to know why I think Herbie is considered way better? Wow. It's expectations, bro. Coming into the league, I thought Herbie was going to be a bust. I know a lot of people I talked to thought he would be a bust.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be doing this good.
Yeah, no Pac-12 quarterback has success in the league. Obviously, there's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, Pac-12 quarterbacks are not good in the league. Yeah, so, especially Oregon quarterbacks. So I thought he was going to be trash. And so the expectations for him, I feel like a lot of people thought he'd be all right or he'd be a bust. Mm-hmm. For Joey, expectations were this guy's going to come in the league and be a fucking superstar. Yeah,
he's going to be a star.
So when Herbie started playing to a high level, I feel like people just threw him right above Joey and forgot about Joey.
People definitely took that and ran with it for sure.
So I'm going to say over here at BnG Sports Talk that we are undecided between Joey and Herbie. We think they're both great, and we're going to have to see more. We're going to have to come back to this later in the year.
You know what's crazy? Even though it's super early, bro, I literally I think they're so inseparable that I could see both of them being Hall of Famers, bro.
Like some Peyton Brady shit, right?
To be completely honest with you, I could see them.
They should be.
I could see them being on those teams.
They both have the talent, bro.
For sure.
They both have the talent, and it really comes down to what their teams do to help them.
That's really it.
Because a quarterback, as we saw with Stafford, one quarterback can't do shit if the franchise won't help him.
Yeah.
So, is Stafford a Hall of Famer? While we're here. This is probably one of the toughest things you can ask.
It's really one of the hardest questions.
Statistically, obviously.
Statistically, yes. In terms of accolades, nah. Like, he wasted his career. He wasted like so long, so much of his career on the Detroit Lions.
I gotta say he's a Hall of Famer. And it really comes down to what he does with the Rams.
If I was on the committee, bro, I would vote him as a Hall of Famer, 100%.
And it really comes down to what he does with the Rams the next few years.
Yeah, true, bro. If he takes them to the playoffs,
if they win a ring, obviously.
If Matt Stafford wins a ring, 100%.
Even if they get to the playoffs the next 3 years, he's probably a Hall of Famer.
If he brings them in there, bro, I could definitely see it, bro.
All right.
That's my boy.
So now I just want to talk about Burson, bro. I just want to talk about the B of BnG Sports Talk. I'm gonna tell y'all something about his fantasy receivers. Y'all ready? I'm about to run them off for you.
Everything crossed right now. Just
cross everything while I start speaking, bro. Number 1 receiver in the league, he has Cooper Kupp. He also has number 4 receiver in the league, DJ Moore. He also has number 5 receiver in the league, Terry McLaurin. He also has the number 7 receiver in the league, Mike Williams.
He didn't do shit for me last week.
In all of that, bro, he still got the number 9 receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. 5 of the top 10 receivers are on his team, and I would say I ain't never seen anything like it, but he did the same thing last year.
Bro, I promise
That's the crazy thing, bro. Wide receiver you.
For real. It's like, I just know who the good receivers are, bro. And it's like, I wish I could play all of them, to be honest.
That's the issue, bro.
That's the problem. There's only 2 slots for receivers and 1 flex, which I put a receiver there too. But it's like,
so you can only play 3 of them, which brings me into my key theory of fantasy, bro.
Go ahead. Wait, oh yeah, he's been telling you about this theory.
I've been telling you about this theory, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The theory is that decisions are the worst thing you can have in fantasy. Like decision making for you. You have to choose 3 out of these 5 receivers every week. You're bound to get one wrong. Like last week, you played Mike, and what did he get? Less than a point? Less than 2 points?
He got me like 1.1, bro.
You would have lost if it wasn't for Jared Cook.
1 catch for 11 yards. I know.
Burson needed 4 points from Jared Cook and Mike, and Jared Cook carried them.
Yeah, but believe me, guys, if I lost that game, probably wouldn't even be here talking about it.
Straight up, bro.
You can't come back from things like that.
But yeah, bro, decisions, they're just. I have proof of these decisions, bro, how they can just lead to bad things, bro. Last year, I had weekly decisions between my running backs, right? These decisions led me to bench Sanders in round 1 of the playoffs last year. If I would have played Sanders, I would have won the championship, okay? A couple years back.
I remember all of these.
A couple years back.
You telling me about them.
You know Cooper's, bro, because his receivers were just like yours, I think 3 years ago, maybe 4. And in the championship game, he had to decide between Michael Thomas or Julio because I don't remember what other 2 receivers he had, but they were clear plays. So he had to decide between Michael Thomas and Julio. Played Michael Thomas, and, well, he lost. Julio went off, and if he would have played Julio, he would have won.
That shit is so crazy, bro.
You can even look at last week, bro. Jordan traded for Calvin Ridley, right?
Yeah.
Which, Terrell, if you're listening, it's still a terrible trade that you did, but we'll ignore that. Jordan traded for Calvin Ridley, right?
Yep.
So he wanted to play. He had Cordero Patterson in, but then he traded for Calvin Ridley. So he puts Calvin in for Cordero, everybody knows what Cordero did.
Cordero went fucking crazy.
Cordero got 23 more points than Calvin. Jordan would have still lost, but it's just like he's going to be stuck making that decision.
Every
Good
week.
thing for him, Calvin's not going to London this week for the Falcons game. You saw that?
True, yeah.
So no decisions for Jordan this week, but it's just when you have to make decisions like that, you're bound to make the wrong one, bro.
And when you make the wrong one, it just hovers over you. You think about it for days, especially if you lose a championship because of it, bro. You think about it until next season.
I wake up just thinking about I should have played Sanders, bro. Because it's like I would have had 4, bro.
Nah, bro. It's actually pretty crazy.
I swear you gotta trade one of your receivers, bro.
You
gotta keep one so you have 4.
The thing is, I want to trade one of my receivers, but I wouldn't be benefiting at all from it. I feel like I would just make
think so, bro?
I would just be making. I would be making whoever's team.
If you get an elite running back, that's true. You would be making.
I'm in talks right now, but it's like the running back that's being proposed to me, he's injured right now.
David Montgomery.
Yes, and it's like, do I really want him? Because it's just like I gotta see how the Jaguars are doing. I gotta see if Urban is gonna listen more to his players now that he had all this shit happening to him last week. I wonder if he's gonna start listening to his players. I know James is telling him, "Yo, just give me the ball. That's all you gotta do."
For sure, but
players don't even need to
tell him. I'm gonna say this, bro. If you could trade Mike Williams for David Montgomery, I feel like you should. But if it's any of the other 4, I don't think you should.
That's fair, and it sucks because honestly, bro, I thought low key Mike was my best one.
Nah.
And
Mike's this kind of player, bro.
It pisses me off.
First of all, Mike will be hurt within a couple weeks, most likely. He always gets hurt.
Yeah.
Number 2, he's gonna have games where he goes off, and then he's gonna have games where he sucks like last week.
It wasn't like that the first 3 weeks though.
I know.
So that's
why you should have known. The law of averages states that this week he will suck.
Bro, these laws,
and indeed he did,
these
bro. I feel like you can't. I feel like your top 3, I feel like are Kupp, McLaurin, and Justin, even though DJ's been going crazy. I feel like he's the fourth. Not saying you shouldn't play him this week.
I feel the same way. I know which one.
And then Mike's the fifth.
Consistent. Yeah.
So I feel like if Mike can go for David, even if David will be out, you throw him on the IR, you're chilling. But if he wants someone like McLaurin or Justin for David, hell no.
I'm definitely not trading Justin.
Yeah, I already know that. But. No, yeah, so
definitely got some things to think about, bro.
We'll
see if I end up making any trades.
If you got decisions, here's what I'll say about last thing about my decision theory. You need enough decisions to cover you for buys. Like you need to keep 4 receivers to cover you for bye weeks. But come playoffs, bro, you don't want to have 5 good receivers.
You don't want to make decisions.
You don't want to have 5, bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
You want to have to make 0 to 1 decision every week in the playoffs, not multiple.
That's fair. That's very fair.
So we're gonna leave it at that for now.
Yeah, bro. I got some things to think about.
Hold on, bro. This isn't even on our topic list, bro. But you just brought him up, and I want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
Urban Meyer.
Bro,
I want it because I didn't know he didn't fly back with his team after last week's game.
No, he stayed there.
I didn't know that. He took his own plane or some shit.
Yeah, he stayed there. Went to a club.
He said he needed to think it off or something.
Yeah,
I saw the notification of some girl dancing at him at a club, but I didn't correlate it with he left his team. I thought it was like an insulated incident. Yeah. So what you think about it? Say you a player, bro. What do you think of that?
I was just about to say, players already think they've already said the players like have no respect for him no more. Like he's lost control of his team, and like I think I always laugh when people say that or when I say that because it's like when you use control of your team, it's just like you can't really tell them anything. You know what I'm saying? Like are his players really listening to him when he talks? Like are his players really putting in as much effort now? Like it's like it's not a recipe for getting wins. I know that. So I think the little apology he issued to the team, I really hope it was genuine, but
no way.
Yeah, bro, you can't be doing that in your first year as an NFL coach.
First 4 weeks.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck are you doing? What other coaches are doing?
He said he's not gonna resign, but I gotta be real with you, bro. I think we could see him be fired.
That's fair, yeah.
I don't know when their bye week is, but if he hasn't gotten them together by then, I could see them firing him.
I think, and at the same time, I feel like Trevor's gonna play a big role in that. I feel like Trevor's
all up to him. You said this in like the very first podcast that he has to say.
He's gonna have the final say because, he's their guy going forward. So it's like if Trevor's not rocking with Urban, and Urban's already a ex-Ohio State guy,
It's a crazy situation over there, bro.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
We will indeed.
All I know is just keep on feeding James the ball.
Facts, bro. He's been going crazy for me in my other league.
Best player on that team offensively, arguably, bro.
Yeah. So in me and Burson, we're in the league together. He has Saquon, James, and McLaurin. And I'm in a different league with some other people, and I got those same 3 players. So
every Sunday we just cheering.
Every Sunday we're either happy together or we're mad together.
For real.
So let's move on to some top predictions for the week. And I kind of kept this open because, you can talk about players if you want. You talk about games if you want. I was looking at some specific games, bro. Yeah. I think we were talking about them earlier. I think we could see the Bengals beat the Packers this week, which they're both 3-1, but I think that would be an upset. It's a home game for the Bengals and the Packers defense. But the issue is actually there's been new news after I wrote this down, bro. Joe Mixon might be out,
and the Packers have Jalen Smith now, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm not worried about it.
I didn't think that caught me.
He's good, but
I thought he was like elite. Like I thought he was elite. So when they let him go, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was a little weird.
It was kind of weird.
But the Packers, Jordan, my brother, he's a Packers fan. He was just telling us how their rookie's about to be their number 1 DB this week. So I guess they got Jair out. They got injuries. So, Joey about to be slinging that shit, bro.
I already told you, bro. Every week, the Packers are due for a risk for an upset.
It didn't happen last week, so it'll probably happen this week.
Every single week.
I got one more bold prediction for you, bro.
Go ahead.
The Browns-Chargers game. You think it'll be low scoring or high scoring? Or medium?
High scoring.
I predict that there will be less than 40 total points scored.
That's fair.
I think the Browns' defense is so legit, bro. No, I think it's going to be a close-ass game. I think the Browns' defense is so legit, bro. Last week, they were in a 14-7 game against Minnesota. It just kind of seems like the vibe the Browns are going for.
I know y'all saw that picture of Myles Garrett, too, bro. This dude's arms are huge, bro.
They sent him the drug test right after the game, bro.
Yeah, he's different. He's definitely different.
Yeah, so I think that could be a low-scoring game. I don't bet on lines and shit, but the line's like 47.5. I feel like that's a clear under. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. What you got, bro? Give us some predictions for the week.
My top prediction, I came up with it just a couple seconds ago.
Love that.
Now that I think about it, bro. Because we were talking about Baker earlier. We didn't get to talk about his like little injury thing. But you see Odell like say he had the same injury too?
Odell, the same injury as Baker?
Odell says he has the same injury but doesn't want to get surgery.
In the shoulder.
Yes, like this, like torn labrum. Yeah, I got a notification
Jesus Christ.
earlier today.
Odell got one too, bro?
Odell came out and like said the same thing. But
oh my God, bro.
Odell has had a torn labrum. He's been playing with it for 10 years.
10 years? Come on, bro. All right, never mind. So like, yo, hold on, bro. What?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, what
that ain't even a concern for him. If he's done all the things he's done in 10 years.
It's probably not like a crazy injury.
But what the fuck, bro? How's a receiver doing the catches he's doing with a shoulder injury?
Yeah.
Reaching back like that.
The thing with that, bro, I just don't know if the Browns is a team for Odell, bro. I don't think Odell's... I just don't see Odell as like 100 yards a game type of guy anymore. And it sucks because...
But is that his team's fault or is that...
That's his team's fault because Odell is more than capable. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's
100, way more than capable.
I mean, last week, you saw it with your own two eyes. He was wide open running down the field and Baker missed him.
Odell Beckham is him.
He was literally wide open. 50 yards.
Those who forgot or whatever, or like choose to not believe it, bro. Odell is him.
I don't know, bro. I feel like they are the right team for him. I feel like,
or do you think like he has a new role now?
That's what I was about to say. I just think his role is the Baker spreads the ball. The Browns' offense is different, but I don't think that means it's not the spot for him. I just think statistically his stats aren't going to be as great as they would be somewhere else. But I mean, you always got the media talking shit about Odell, but I think Odell loves it there, bro. He's with his best friend. Whatever you want to say about Baker and Odell, they're friends. They were together in the offseason. They're cool with each other, bro. So I don't know. I think it's just they just need more time. At the end of the day, they had one season together, and then he was hurt last year, and it's been 4 weeks this year.
Oh, actually,
it's not even been 4 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
I actually have one more bold prediction.
Yes,
I think Christian McCaffrey goes crazy this week.
Oh, definitely. If he plays 100%. He's projected 26
in fantasy. He's projected 26.
He's projected more than my quarterback.
I was projected to beat Billard by like...
And now you're not.
By like 5 points, bro. And he puts Christian in. I'm projected to lose by 2.
Damn.
Isn't that...
That's just so crazy, bro. And
the power of Christian.
Facts, bro. That shit is just crazy. And Cooper was just saying yesterday to me, he said we need to have a rule change where Christian can only be played in the quarterback slot.
Nah, because
he's too OP.
Yeah, Panthers know how to use him. 100%.
They definitely do. I thought he might not have a bad year, but a worse year with Darnold. But, I mean, for the games he's played, it has not been that case.
Yeah, but I still think they're a pretender team.
Definitely. I'm trying to see who they play this week. They play the Eagles this week. I could see it being a game they lose.
Really?
Yeah, the Eagles are that weird kind of team where they lose games they shouldn't lose and they win games they shouldn't win. That's just how the Eagles have always been, bro.
I thought the Panthers were going to crush the Eagles this weekend. To be honest with you,
it's a home game for them. They might, but the Eagles are going to give it a good game. Watch, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
The Eagles do that shit, bro.
Boy, Jalen.
All right, hold on. We were just talking about Baker, so let's just continue talking about it a little bit. So, like you said, bro, partially torn labrum in his left shoulder.
Yep.
It's not his throwing arm, which is something. It's facts, but it's not his throwing arm, which is something that
he got this. He got this last game.
Yep. Yeah, I think he got it 2 games ago, actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I
when he made the tackle after interception.
I remember seeing.
So he's wearing a shoulder harness during the game, whatever that means. So and he's opting to not have the surgery. And they said opting to not have the surgery as of now, which scares me, because what if he needs the surgery come week 13? Then the season's over.
As much as I'm not the craziest Baker fan, but I don't think he would do that. I don't think he's.
What if it gets worse? And
that's true. Oh yeah.
I was reading. I'm not a doctor, and I don't know how accurate this is, but I read that it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to heal if you get the surgery. So say he was to get surgery, he could be back like week 10. Now, granted, if they lose all those weeks, it doesn't matter.
That's going to be something
if he gets more hurt and then he needs a surgery come week 13, the season's over. So
that's going to be something.
It's a tough one, and I'm sorry to my father, who's a diehard Browns fan, because it's just, to me, it's not looking good, bro. I don't like that whole as of now thing they said.
Yeah, I mean,
if Odell hasn't needed it for 10 years, then
and Odell's been. I mean, he gets tackled and everything.
Yeah, he catches the ball, whereas it's Baker's physical. Non-throwing shoulder. So
so hopefully Baker could toughen it out. Hopefully he doesn't need.
He's been surgery. Bad these last 2 weeks, especially last week with the injury. Like, I don't know if it's a correlation. I feel like it must be, because he missed a lot of throws last week, including the one we were just talking about, wide open to Odell. So it's like
Baker does that though.
He always misses throws. Facts.
But it could be. That could be.
I need to see this week.
We'll see.
This week I'm gonna need to see what he does, because I don't know, bro. They're playing the Chargers. It's if they win and he looks good, then
it's gonna be.
I won't have any worries.
It's gonna be a great game.
It is.
Nonetheless.
It is, and that's a 4:00 one, which I like.
Bet.
All right, bro. Into our last topic. Wrapping it up how we always do. Best fantasy players this week. Let me give you my quarterback.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Matt Stafford.
Him.
It's just like the Seahawks defense is so bad, bro. And the game tonight,
they theoretically, used to be so good. I don't know why. Like, whenever I think about them, I still think of the Legion of
LOB,
Boom. So
bro.
I just be forgetting that they're actually horrible.
Facts. Like, you see somebody going against the Seahawks at first, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but then you're like, never mind.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, bro, their defense is awful. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, and Stafford should put up a lot of fantasy points. I'm not trying to jinx you. I'm knocking, bro. I hope he balls.
Y'all see what's going down, bro. Y'all see what's going down.
I hope he balls, bro. I think he will. And then,
I think he will too.
Yeah. The only other quarterback I have, if not Stafford, I got Josh Allen / Mahomes. We haven't talked about that. They play each other Sunday night. That's going to be a great game. And exactly, both quarterbacks should ball.
That's going to be a shootout, yeah. I have Brady. This week against the Dolphins, bro. Just because Brady and the Dolphins.
That's true.
he's always going crazy.
Yeah, he always and you know, like,
and the Dolphins suck.
Yeah, he's the type that, like, when he's going against the old division rival, he's gonna he's gonna want to rub it in.
Bro, he's the type to have like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
That's true. But with that said, we said the same thing about him against the Patriots last week. And granted, it was raining.
Rattled.
The weather was awful.
He was rattled.
The weather was awful.
He was rattled though. I definitely feel like. That
he kind of sucked.
He wasn't good at all. Yeah,
they won the game, but he sucked.
Mac Jones played better than him.
He didn't.
To be honest,
it was weird.
To be honest, it was weird.
Very weird. Bro.
Yeah, everybody that I spoke to was kind of like, Patriots were gonna get blown out.
But
it was a close game until the end. So,
but that's gonna be even more incentive for Brady to go off this week.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be completely different. Though I don't think he'll be rattled in Miami at all or anything. I think he'll go crazy
for sure. Running back. Third week in a row, I gotta say my boy King Henry, bro.
I'm looking at his name now.
It's just like he's playing the Jags. Why is he having easy matchup every week? What is going on, bro?
Bro, I'm so tired of this man, bro. But he just keeps getting he gets like 30 touches a game.
That's my boy, bro. I love it.
I mean, to be fair, how could you not give someone?
Bro, the craziest shit is he's on pace for about 2,100. You saw that sound right? 2,100 rushing yards and 50 receptions for like 500 more receiving yards.
Has anybody ever gone back to back?
2,000? Hell no. Not that I know of, bro.
Different, bro.
Derek 2K2, bro. That boy is goated, bro.
Derek 2K
I'm gonna say this.
Times.
If it's not Derek, for the running backs, I think it might be the old one of the best in the league, the fat man, some call him fat, the Cabo lover, Ezekiel.
I thought you were talking
hell no, not the other fat guy. James Conner,
like,
hell no.
We're saying what?
James Conner's name will never be said again on this show. I think it's gonna be Zeke. Zeke's playing the Giants, and he's just
bro.
He chops the Giants up a lot in times in his career.
Yeah, the Giants defense is non-existent, so I could see Zeke going for over 150, 100%.
And multiple touchdowns.
For me though,
who you got?
If he comes back, I generally think Christian McCaffrey's gonna go crazy again. I don't think the Eagles defense is anything serious at all.
There's no doubt about that, bro.
Yeah, so if it's not Zeke, then I think it's gonna be Christian. But you guys know Saquon's still there for me, but for sure. I just don't see him getting many touches because I feel like they're gonna be down Like 21-0 at the half, so Danny's gonna be throwing all second half. So
it might be closer than you think though. You never know with a division game,
and you never know with Danny too, bro. You never know with Danny too.
I was on PFF earlier. It listed their top 5 quarterbacks this year.
He's up there, right?
He's number 5.
It's
ahead of Lamar, bro.
What?
Lamar was 6.
Nah, that's a force.
I swear to God, bro.
That's a force.
Apparently, well, it's not even apparently, bro. Danny's him.
Apparently, no, his stats this year look good. Look really good.
That boy's on pace for. Oh yeah! Shout out to Enoch, one of our followers, in our post earlier where we asked about Herbie versus Burrow. He said that Danny Dimes is better than both of them. So
interesting, Enoch. Interesting.
It's an interesting take.
It's a very interesting take.
I'm not sure I agree with yet, but I want to as a Giants fan.
I don't want to, but I mean,
it's an interesting take.
We'll see, man. Me and Daniel will be cool as long as
he keeps feeding him.
Yeah, he dined
Saquon up last week,
bro. Finally, the Giants
and after that play, they were like, Saquon ran right to him, and they were so hyped together. Like Danny, I've never seen Danny show that type of emotion.
I know, yeah.
It has me hyped,
bro. It's good, bro. The Giants.
I feel like they're building something.
Giants are building something.
Something's brewing over there in New York.
I hate to say it, but it kind of has me excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go into receivers, bro.
Yeah, who you got?
I'm sorry to do it to you, but I got Cooper Kupp. I mean,
no, that's fair. Like, I think I have him too.
It's just like
I have him too. Bro.
He's gonna go off, right? Our friend sent us something. It said that 35. He'll have 35 snaps against Amadi. I don't know who that is, but a horrible DB apparently. Jesus,
who is that?
Sorry for that interruption. I was talking about Kupp. I was talking about Kupp going off.
I was about to go crazy.
And going against a terrible DB in the slot. Stafford's going off tonight. Kupp should go off tonight. And if it's not Kupp, I again go back to that Sunday night matchup. I got Tyreek and Diggs. I think they should both ball.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that game, bro. As you can tell.
Yeah, that game is gonna be. Is it a Sunday night game?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, bro.
Game of the week.
Yeah,
that's about to be a good game.
It's a good week, bro. We got 3 great night games.
We got
tonight. We got Rams, Seahawks. Sunday night we got Chiefs, Bills, and Monday night we got Ravens, Colts. Right. Which may not be a good game, but whenever Lamar's on, it's a show.
Yeah, Lamar's a show. Yeah.
Who you got for
that's
receivers?
Crazy. Yeah, Lamar really is.
He puts on a show.
I swear, bro. He could be playing the worst team in the league. I still watch him because he's a threat to watch run for like 80-yard touchdown.
He's him.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I got Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
If not, no, I'm not gonna say CD. Is CD good, bro?
CD could ball.
Yeah, but Bradbury's elite. Bradbury's
don't listen to that.
Bradbury's not elite.
Bradbury's been very bad the first 4 weeks.
You
Giants fans are done with him, bro.
Pick.
He's been, bro. The entire who cares if he got a pick? I don't know if he did, but who cares? He's been bad, bro.
The whole defense is.
I know they've been terrible. They said that they were going to be one of the best defenses in the league, and well, they're not. But
I don't know how they could say that. I can only name
like 2 defensive players on the team, bro. Blake Martinez, he's a damn good middle linebacker. He's out for the season now. They had a good D line, Leonard Floyd, a bunch of other guys on the line. They got theoretically good DBs with Bradbury. They got good safety with Jabril. Theoretically, they should be good, but they're horrible.
Yeah, bro. But at least their offense looks exciting. You know what I'm saying? Their offense looks like they're turning stuff around. Kadarius Toney looks like a little playmaking athlete now. So.
You saw who picked him up?
Bro. Yeah, Terrell,
I went all Tuesday. I went through my head if I should pick him up or I only had one player to drop, so I had to choose between him or Damian Williams. But with Montgomery out, I feel like I had to get Damian Williams.
That's fair. And Damian Williams isn't.
I actually got him in the lineup this week.
For you played him?
He's projected 14, starting for the Bears. That's fair. It's a decently tough matchup.
I feel like Justin will give him the ball too a lot.
It's a decently tough matchup for him, but that's okay. I'm still gonna have him in the game.
No, that's fair.
Let's move on to tight ends, bro. To wrap us up,
the worst position.
We're just gonna leave Kelsey out of it because that's a lock.
It's a good.
Although last week.
Kelsey, I didn't hear.
Maybe it's not a lock for Kelsey. He sucked last week. I played against him.
4 receptions for 23 yards.
Yeah, bro. He did not do anything last week.
Damn, against the Eagles too. What the hell?
It was a blessing, bro.
That's very surprising.
I'm going Mark Andrews Monday night versus the Colts.
Okay.
That's just I don't know. Lamar's been feeding him a lot this year, and whenever I feel like whenever they have night games, Mark Andrews gets in the end zone.
That's fair. Yeah, I fuck with Mark.
I got one more though. That we slightly touched on this. I want to touch on a little more with Calvin Ridley being out. The Falcons, they're going to. We got ourselves a 9:30 game Sunday morning. Falcons are going over to London to play the Jets, right?
England.
And Pete, we got no Calvin and no Russell Gage. So you think, one would say, bro.
You think it's his time, bro?
One would say that it's Carl Pitt's time, bro.
We'll see, bro. Hopefully,
if it's not his time, I might drop him.
This man was branded as the greatest tight end to ever be available in the draft.
Literally, the greatest tight end prospect. I drafted him 4th round in fantasy, so yeah, it's kind of like I really need him to start performing, bro. Yeah, because it's just looking like a big bust. But this week against the terrible Jets with no receivers, I mean, I'm gonna have my eyes on him, bro.
No,
but who you got for tight ends?
I was just looking at the list, and for me, I think it's either between Hunter Henry and I know, right? You weren't expecting me to say his name.
Hunter Henry
and Jonnu Smith, because the Patriots are playing the Texans, and I just feel like Mac's about to go off against the Texans.
Yeah.
To be clear, I feel like Mac's gonna go off, and Hunter Henry scored last week, so I feel like him and Mac, their relationship is starting to get way better. I feel like Jonnu's getting less. I think he's hurt,
which is surprising. He's getting a lot less.
But yeah, I thought Jonnu would be the guy, number one. Henry. But yeah, Hunter Henry. You remember him on the Bengals, bro, when he was elite, bro, whatever.
I don't remember him on the Bengals. I remember him on the Chargers.
I'm thinking about Tyler Eifert. Bro.
Yeah, I remember Eifert.
Yeah, Hunter
was on the Chargers. Let me ask you something about that game.
What's up?
So earlier today, somebody asked me to help them pick the spreads for each game this week. So for the Patriots versus the Texans, the spread is Patriots 9.5. So they gotta win by 10 or more. Which to me, that seems a little rough, bro. 10 points. The Texans have been putting up points.
Bro. The Patriots are gonna do that, bro.
10 points.
Patriots. I don't remember the last time the Patriots had a close game with the Texans. Other than I think that game in the playoffs with when Arian Foster ran for that touchdown.
Can you look at the Patriots past, bro? If we're talking about Brady, now we're talking about.
I feel like with Bill, it's like he just knows what things work against certain teams, and I feel like Texans are one of those teams that we just never really struggle to beat.
Yeah, I'll say this, bro.
We'll see though.
The first week the Texans put up 37. The second week 21. The third week 9, and last week 0. with Mills, this rookie Mills at quarterback, it's not been looking good for them. So I could see them winning by 10 plus. Yeah, they honestly should.
Yeah, I definitely think it's possible.
I think that wraps us up for the topics. Kind of similarly to how we posted a picture about one of the topics we're gonna be talking about. I kind of want to do that every week. So if you're listening, look out for these posts. Every week we'll give one question of something we'll talk about, so you guys can give us your opinions, and then we can kind of compare and contrast.
Yep.
I appreciate, like I said earlier, thanks to everybody who commented on the first post.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who's been listening, sharing, commenting, all of the above. Just please continue to do so as we continue to release episodes. And that may do us for the day, bro.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game tonight. If you're listening to this after the game, I hope Stafford and Cup balled. I hope I didn't jinx them for Burson's. For Burson.
Hopefully not, bro. Because if so, I might not be here next week, or Graham might not be.
I might not be here next week. I actually got someone told me they'd pay me if I didn't talk about their players because I've just been jinxing them, bro. So yeah, if you want to send me money and tell me which player to not talk about, just feel free. But I think that wraps us up for the week.
Yeah.
We will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.